Staircases have traditionally been viewed as more functional elements, vertical connector between floors. However, in contemporary institutional architecture, their role is evolving dramatically. Our research explores how staircases, especially within academic institutions, transition from simple pathways to vibrant informal meeting points. Architect B.V. Doshi's intent was to make architecture expressive of social life, using exposed structure and minimal divisions so that movement blends seamlessly with gathering and interaction. Our case study focuses on FA staircase, envisioned as a part of school without boundaries, a space meant to blur lines between circulation and community. But does this openness truly make it a social staircase? Key design features redefine staircases as social spaces. Wider treads and intermediate landings provide pause points, inviting users to stop, sit, and interact rather than just walk through. It bridges studios, faculty rooms, and open courtyards, connecting diverse activities and users in a fluid spatial network. Furthermore, the method of material articulation is exemplary. Architect B.V. Doshi separates exposed RCC staircase from the adjacent exposed brick wall by a deliberate gap of approximately 1 foot. This gap creates a striking play of light and shadow between two materials, making their different textures and shapes stand out. The introduction of angled walls provides not only structural utility but also creates visually engaging frames on both front and rear elevations. The spatial volume also play a role here. The pathway between two stairs leads to a more intimate single height space, while the central void opens into a double height volume, enhancing the sense of openness and interaction. How often do you use this staircase?
Very rarely.
For how long do you occupy the space?
Like in case I see an acquaintance or just chatting for 2 minutes, not more than that.
When does the space feels most lively or quiet?
When I come to campus at early morning, there are hardly any people there. So at that time and during studio hours, I don't think there is much footfall. But during the lunch break and after 5:30, you will see a lot of people using that space back and forth.
What activities do you usually do in this space?
I use the staircase mainly for circulation. Other than that, I sometimes bump into my friends, but that's very rare.
Are there design elements that encourage or discourage you from spending time here?
They act as a pause point. When you are moving through the staircases, you informally meet a person. There is a kind of socialization, and then it is followed by informal verbal exchange. So that helps in exchange of ideas and stuff.
What kind of activities do you see happening around the staircase?
There are a lot of people when there is an event. People also usually use it as a backdrop, especially now when there is pipe dream. A lot of people work around there because most of the installations are placed there.
To understand how students actually use the staircase, we carried out 3 full day observations. We noticed distant peak around 11 to 2 p.m. due to lunch break, when the staircase becomes a lively social zone. There is a smaller rise again around 5 p.m. as students gather after studio hours. We also documented brief encounters, short interaction between students typically lasting between 10 seconds to a minute. In conclusion, the staircase at FA functions as a social staircase, not in the sense of hosting group discussions, but as a space that encourages spontaneous or casual interactions. While not often used for organized work or extended conversations, its openness and transitional nature make it a natural spot for brief exchanges, quick check-ins, or moments of pause.